Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a Toro recycler walk behind lawnmower here. What I want to show you in today's video is how to replace the drive belt for the wheels. This will be a step-by-step video. Doesn't matter what your background is, you'll be able to do it. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do here is tip your mower on the side. We'll do the job quick enough so no oil gets into the muffler today. You always want to tip the side of your machine that has the air filter facing up. So I'm just going to proceed and put it on its side like this. Now don't leave it overnight like this if you don't get the job done. If you don't get the job done in one day, just flip it back until you come back to finish the repair. The drive belt is right here. This one is front driven. The front wheels drive the machine. On some of the Toros, the back wheels do, so it will be a similar procedure but different because the belt will be pointing toward the back. Some of these machines even have 4x4 and you'll end up with two belts. We've only got one belt today. The reason I'm replacing it is because it's the original belt here, guys, from day one. It's pretty cracked. The machine's in for service, so it shouldn't be too bad. I've done a lot of these before. So what you'll need today is a 5/8 socket and a ratchet. I use an impact for this. You'll need a 3/8 socket to take off some of the bolts for the belt cover, and you'll need a number 2 Robertson screwdriver. So typically I use an impact in my shop. Most of you guys watching today probably don't have an impact driver like this. So what I'll do today is do it like you guys would do at home, a ratchet and a socket. A breaker bar that is longer will give you more leverage. And what you want to do before you attempt any of this right now is to remove the spark plug boot from the spark plug so you don't get an accidental start. All right, so what I'll do is hold the blade. Now what you need to do here is pull this pulley here, the adapter that holds the blade. Sometimes it can be kind of stuck on there. So what I do is spray some WD-40 in here. It'll get between the adapter and the PTO shaft here. So what I do sometimes if I don't want to remove the adapter is I'll just remove this bolt right here from the engine and then move the guard and I can get the belt off. Today I want to show you how to get this off if it won't come off, because sometimes you need to replace this part because it has a pulley on it. Now what I'll do here is put a 4-inch 5/16 bolt in here, and I'll get my 2-jaw puller. And the pulley should come off. It came off quite easy today. If it doesn't come off as easy as this, you may have to heat this part of it with MAP gas or an oxyacetylene torch. Now you can just get the belt off the pulley. Get it off of here. Now what I need to do is get the top belt cover off the machine. It is bolted from underneath. And you'll find 2 bolts here for that, one down here and one right there. You'll need a 3/8 socket. So what I'll do here is reach down and get these 2 bolts off with my impact with my 3/8 socket. And at this point, I will just put the mower back straight down like this. The belt cover will come off. And now you'll need your Robertson number 2 to take some of these screws off and get the belt off this pulley. Now what you got to watch on these mowers is sometimes the screws get rusted and it's hard to get your number 2 Robertson screwdriver in there. So what I do is I go in with a pick here, clean the screw. This one here looks pretty bad. I'm kind of glad this came up because now you can see a common issue here. There, I managed to grab the screw enough. Now I will replace this screw after with a different screw. And then there's another one back here. You can just loosen the one back here. And now there's another screw here, but you can just loosen that one. You don't need to take it all off. And now you can get the belt completely off. And here's a close look. Pretty bad. Now if you're not sure what belt to get for your machine, what you do is you come back here, you lift this flap up here, and what you need is the model number and serial number down here, and do a part search online for the correct belt. The belts do vary from Toro mower to Toro mower. They're not all the same belt part number. So the correct belt that goes on this mower is Toro part number 117-1018, and I am using an original Toro belt for this. If you use a cheap belt, you may have to do this job in a month again. Now before continuing here, I will air blow all the dirt here from the drive system. And just clean it off a bit here using brake cleaner. So what I'll do here is grab the new belt, shove it in the hole here, and then lift this cover, get it on the pulley. And then put the two screws here and tighten up this one. I am using a new screw right here where the one with the stripped head was. You just use a number 8 wood screw. It'll work good for that. Now, before putting this cover back on, I'll flip the mower again. Okay, here's the belt. Put it aside. Before I put that blade adapter back on, I'll put a bit of anti-seize here. This will save you a lot of problems. And before you put this adapter back on, check the condition of the pulley. What you want to do is make sure that the belt sits well in the pulley like this, that it's not slipping when you turn it. And you also want to make sure that the little spacer down in here is down at the bottom. Sometimes it falls out. It's just a small little part down there. And if you do need a new blade adapter because your pulley is wore out, it is Toro part number 1063987. It's pretty well the same adapter on all machines, except the 4x4 will have 2 pulleys on it, so it is a different part number. Again, check with your model and serial number before you order this part. So make sure you don't get any anti-seize on your belt. Then get your pulley inside on the belt here like this, and then you want to match the key inside the adapter. It's right here to the keyway on the shaft. So what I do is I just kind of bring it in like this, and then you're eventually going to get into the keyway on the shaft. And I think what's happened here is the bushing at the bottom has moved. So I got to start over. The bushing inside has to be pushed down flat. So I'll flip the mower down a bit so my spacer stays flat at the bottom. And when you push this all the way down, if the spacer's incorrectly, the belt will be behind this guard here. That's how you want it. Now the blade on this machine is quite wore out, and I'll show it to you beside a new blade. This one had the teeth in the back. You can get the same blade, or you can just get a blade like this. So see the difference. Now this is a blade from Oregon, and it is part number 794322. There is a link in the video description to where you can buy this blade online, and that is Toro part number 108 9794-03. Now it won't be the same blade on every machine, so again, double check your model and serial number. And I will tighten it by hand. You can wear gloves if you want. And just use common sense, put the bolt on fairly tight. Now the reason I put the cover back on last is because the belt is a little tighter that way. And then it will get in between the two tabs here, this one and that one. So what I'll do is just insert it back here, and I'll put the two bolts underneath. So I'll line up the cover to make sure I get the holes here. And then you got another bolt down here. Now the biggest part about putting on the cover is lining up the bolt holes, because the cover moves so much when you try to put it on. Sometimes it's hard to align the screw and the hole. And we're all good. Everything looks good here. So I'll just flip this back up. The last but not least thing to do is to reinstall the spark plug boot on the plug. So it's that easy, guys. All the part numbers are in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I hope that my video has really helped you out. If it has, please like it and share it with your friends. Have a great day.